In order to evaluate this limit, we want to use one of the special limits we've used in the past, the limit as theta approaches 0 of sine theta over theta equals 1. We also have another limit as theta approaches 0 of cosine theta minus 1 over theta equals 0. At first glance, our intuition might want us to use this second limit since it looks very similar to the limit that we're trying to evaluate, with the exception of having 8 in the denominator. But in this case, since theta is squared in the denominator and the special limit that we've used in the past is just a single theta in the denominator, we are eventually not going to use this one. So from here, what we want to do is we're going to multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the numerator. So we have cosine theta plus 1 over cosine theta plus 1. This will give us the limit as theta approaches 0 of cosine theta squared minus 1 over 8 theta squared times cosine theta plus 1. We'll just leave that in factored form for now. Up next, we want to recognize that we can simplify the numerator using a Pythagorean identity. So remember that sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equal to 1. Now we just want to rearrange this identity so that it looks like cosine squared theta minus 1. So we have cosine squared theta. We'll subtract the 1 to the left side and subtract sine squared theta to the right side. So we can now rewrite that numerator as negative sine squared theta. So we have the limit theta approaches 0. We'll replace the numerator with negative sine squared theta. And just copy the denominator for now. From here, we'll do a few different things. Notice that we can pull out a negative 1 over 8, since that's just a constant. So we'll pull out negative 1/8 outside of the limit. Now we have the limit as theta approaches 0 of, here we'll write this breaking apart the sine into two different sines and the theta into two different thetas. So we have sine theta over theta times sine theta over theta. Keeping in mind we're trying to get it to look like this, times 1 over cosine theta plus 1. Up next, we can break this apart into three different limits. So we have negative 1/8 still on the outside, limit as theta approaches 0, sine theta over theta, times the limit again, sine theta over theta, times the limit theta approaches 0 of 1 over cosine theta plus 1. And now using those special limits, we have negative 1/8 times this limit is 1 times this limit is again 1 times this other limit down here. We can do a direct substitution. So we have 1 over, as theta approaches 0, we have the cosine of 0, so that is approaching 1. plus the other 1. So now we have negative 1/8 times 1 times 1 times 1 over 2, which is negative 1/16.